Okay, today is Saturday, November 12th, 2022. Current physique update. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is my health, wellness, and fitness update week 4. As you can see, I'm down about 3 pounds from last week. That's good news. I'll take 3 pounds. The week wasn't perfect by any means, so let me just get into, I guess, where I went wrong. Monday I had a craft beer that someone gave me, which was awfully nice of them. It was nice to have since I haven't been purchasing any, so this actually makes week 4 or 5 for me. 5 maybe, that I haven't bought like my regular craft beer allotment. Mostly due to the reason I stated in the initial video. Basically, I've been having some blood sugar issues, and the craft beer, I notice, is a huge, I don't know, step in the wrong direction. Basically, like Monday after drinking a local double IPA, my blood sugar, like an hour later, was like 190. So it might have been 2 hours later, I'm not sure. But anyway, the point is that these craft beers, while they're yummy, they are not your friend if you're insulin resistant or diabetic or any of that. Whereas it's kind of strange. I can drink like, a few Busch Lights or Coors Lights or something like that, and sometimes I actually see my blood sugar go down. So it's kind of bizarre. Maybe one of these days I'll make like a video comparison, like take a before blood sugar, drink a craft beer, check it, say an hour or two later, and then do the same thing like on another day with from a fasted state with like a couple Busch Lights or something like that, just to kind of do a side-by-side comparison. I mean, everybody knows obviously a lot more sugar and stuff in craft beer, hence all the extra flavor and alcohol content and whatnot, but it's pretty significant. So anyway, Monday was a little bit of a fail. I had a craft beer with dinner. Thursday I had a slice of pizza with the family. They ordered pizza, and I had a piece. Lou Malnati's, it's hard to resist. Friday, being Veterans Day, I went out with one of my friends who's also a vet, and we went and had like Hooters and Buffalo Wild Wings. Basically went wing shop hopping. Wing shop hopping, yeah. Anyway, basically, I ate like 24 wings. Like maybe 14 of those were boneless, and then 10 bone-in wings. So I don't know how many calories that was. It was the only thing I ate for the day yesterday, along with a couple beers, of course, to wash them down. So that was lunch, pretty much like more or less an OMAD day of everything I shouldn't eat. Breaded wings, boneless wings are breaded also. So anyway, those were kind of like my fails for the week. I also didn't do any exercise, so it's kind of a fail. So basically, I think like the weight loss has just been accomplished from basically like keeping track of calories to some reasonable degree, because obviously I've had some fails here throughout the week. I'm also still eating carbs, regularly enough, and I'm probably never really making it into ketosis, or if I am, not for very long. One thing I've also been recently doing that I don't know if it's to my benefit or not, I've been eating these Mission Carb Balance whole wheat tortilla wraps. They're 110 calories per wrap, 6 grams of fat, 30 carbs, 9 protein. The claim is that they're 25 grams of dietary fiber, so 5 net carbs. So I don't know if my body treats it like 5 net carbs. So I need to kind of like eat one of these things. What I use them for is like making breakfast wraps. I'll stick like 4 eggs in there, a little cheese, some breakfast sausage, make a wrap out of that. Or I've been doing a lot of like homemade roast beef. What I've been doing at Costco is buying Eye of Round. It's really cheap, like $4.29 a pound. That's really cheap, I guess, for steak right now. Although it's really like a tough cut, but I sous vide it for like 24 hours at 132 degrees, and I bought a meat slicer, and I'm able to slice really thin slices, like basically like deli thin, and that's been really fantastic for eating up, like a pound of lean meat. What I've been doing is putting it in a wrap with a little cheese. Once I perfect that process, I might make a little video on that, just the whole process of cooking it. I've been doing a little seasoning after the fact. It's pretty bland meat. It's not a lot of flavor because it's not a lot of fat. So I've been adding to the vacuum sealed pouches, like some different things like French dip and things like that are low carb, high sodium, which would be good for being in ketosis, to seal that in there and kind of marinate the meat while it's waiting to be consumed. And that's been making it pretty flavorful and pretty easy to eat. So anyway, I've been making wraps. That's been pretty much what I've been doing most of the week, if I'm not just cooking a steak and eating that. So I'm trying to vary things. And then one other day during the week, I had some, pound of raw salmon, sushi. So, I've been doing that in the past, and I still have sushi, or I still have salmon in the freezer. So, I've been trying to kind of diversify my protein sources as much as possible to avoid getting burned out on it. Not getting burned out, but just some variety. The fish I got to eat fresh. I like my steaks fresh. The whole motive to do the roast beef from Eye of Round was just basically to have something I can take to work with me that I can be satisfied eating cold, like cold cuts, or I can just sit and eat those. So anyway, that's the motivation for that. I don't like reheating steak. It doesn't taste right. Fish, kind of no-brainer. I don't know, for me anyway. I can't see carting raw fish to work and eating it out of a cooler. I mean, I could, but I'd rather sit and enjoy it. Anyway, so it's kind of how my eating has been going. It's been mostly good, and I've been eating, anywhere from 1 to 2 pounds of meat a day, usually kind of on the lower end, because I usually end up screwing it up with snacks. Like if I'll have some kind of snack that's a few hundred calories, then I cut out other foods later in the day, that I would already have planned to eat, like eggs or more meat or whatever. And then since I'm not working out, I don't really feel the need to have a huge amount of protein. So anyway, that's pretty much all I have for this week. If you have any comments, share below, share, subscribe. Like I said, in the future, I'm going to make a video on that roast beef making process. It turns out pretty good once I finalize how I season it. I'd like to ideally smoke it, but that makes something easy into something more work. So sous videing is in the house, easy. I don't have to make fire, monitor temperature, anything. So anyway, that's all I have for you this week. Hopefully next week we'll see more progress and more compliance, more activity, better results. So that's all I have for you. See you in the next one. One quick little addition or side note, which I wanted to mention about these tortillas. I don't know if, like I said, the carbs are not necessarily detrimental or preventing ketosis. The claim is that it's 5 net carbs, but it's really 30 total carbs. So I'm eating 60 carbs there, just in 2 of these a day. The calories, 210 calories if I eat 2, that's not a big deal. The main issue that I'm having with this, aside from questioning what it does with my blood sugar or whatever, or if it's holding me back from reaching ketosis, which isn't really a huge deal, but I'd like to. The 25 grams of fiber, now eating 2 of these, that's 50 grams. So what I've noticed is a lot of GI, irregularities, put it politely. I get more bloated from eating all this fiber, which is uncomfortable. So it's kind of like a, double-edged sword. It makes it nice to eat my food in the form of a wrap, like a little, big meat burrito, cold cut meat burrito. But at the same time, it seems like it's screwing up my digestion. So I'm probably gonna finish out this package because I just bought it a couple days ago. I've been eating these pretty much the whole time last few weeks, and it's not preventing me from losing weight. It's just I'm just questioning whether or not it's really benefiting me enough, making my food more enjoyable, that it's worth all the hassle that comes with it, like the GI problems and always feeling bloated and whatever else. So anyway, 50 grams of fiber is a lot. So, and it seems to not process the same as if I were to take Metamucil or something like that. Seems to, have a bulking effect, if you will. This doesn't seem to do that. It's almost I guess to be blunt, just kind of like seems like it constipates me. And I drink a lot of water. I drink around a gallon of liquid a day between coffee and water and whatever. So anyway, sorry, this I guess more than just a little addition, but I want to kind of like cover this more in detail, I guess, just because this is something that I'm questioning whether or not I should be eating. It does have a lot of garbage in it. I mean, if you look at the ingredients, it's like wheat starch, whole wheat flour, vital wheat gluten isolate, vegetable shortening, which is like hydrogenated, soybean oils. So I don't know, just a lot of maybe not so awesome ingredients to be eating. So I don't think I have any kind of gluten intolerances, but I'd imagine for somebody that does, this would be a nightmare. But anyway, I'm just questioning whether or not I should ditch it. It does make things nice to eat, though. I like having the big breakfast burritos. I like having the cold cut wraps, and it makes it nice to eat at work. I can just munch it like a burrito, rather than just eating cold cuts out of a plastic bag with a fork. Anyway, that's all I got. See you in the next video. Take care.